everyone, and welcome back to the IBH podcast.
Welcome back. I'm actually so excited for this episode.
I know. This one's going to be pretty interesting. Today, our topic is going to be astronomy, which is all about space and, just all the stuff that no one can comprehend up there.
Yeah.
It's pretty confusing because me and Ian were watching some pretty interesting videos last night.
Made my head so heavy.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's the weirdest feeling I've ever had where I, was sitting there and, watching all these videos about, all these things that we're going to talk about today. And, my head, it wasn't a headache. It wasn't, it was just heaviness. My head was just heavy. I don't know if I was just tired or what, but, I just felt heavy after. And it's, bringing in so much knowledge in 30 minutes. Felt like I was starting from kindergarten
a 30-minute
again.
video about, or it was a journey to the end of time.
Yeah. Well, it's March 17th, 3:31 p.m. When we're recording this.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone who's Irish. If you're
Ian's
not,
Irish.
I'm Irish. So, we have a big celebration. Well, not big. It's semi-celebration here. My mom's side is Irish, so. But yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. But yeah, this episode's gonna be awesome. We're hoping everyone enjoys it, and yeah.
Let's get right into it, huh?
Yeah.
So, first off, we want to talk about our theories on what we think Earth is going to be like in the future, and
This is
what's to come.
This whole episode's gonna be basically our thoughts and theories of this.
Yeah.
We have some videos of people who science behind what's really gonna happen and all that, but this is basically us going back to their videos and telling us
These are this is going to be two people who don't know anything about the space giving our opinions on it.
exactly, yeah.
So basically, I'm going to start off and say I want to figure out how much longer humans have to live. And in the videos they were saying we have 800,000 years left.
Yeah,
and we're just going to keep evolving for human life.
Yeah. Well, that's also another topic that a lot of people have theories on, is how some people believe in reincarnation, where you come back to life and you become either something new, or you join the same family, or whatever that may be. Some people have many theories, and some people have different religions on that too. So it's that's a whole nother topic, but there's a lot of people who think that there's a lot of theories on people going to heaven and hell and all of that, and there's theories that people reincarnate and become a new human being and they're back on planet Earth. But yeah.
And there's some people who think that humans will only have a few hundred years left because of the way we're treating the planet, with global warming and all the just bad stuff we're doing to harm the Earth.
Yeah.
But I think as long as we stay out of war with other countries and don't do anything stupid, and we protect the Earth from the all the meteor stuff and all the bad stuff that comes from space, which is probably very hard to defend, they were saying in the videos. But as long as all that stuff is prevented, I think we could live close to another million years.
Now I have a question. For you. Do you think that if humanity starts making every single car, trucks, vehicles, 18-wheelers, you name it, if they start making every truck, every vehicle, every moving vehicle electric, do you think it would save the Earth?
That's one of the main causes for the climate change, is like all the fuels, fossil fuels, and all the burning stuff getting into our atmosphere, and all these companies are racing to come out with their models of electric vehicles. But the thing is, it doesn't, just because if like every company made one and was promoting it like very heavily, not everyone would make the switch, because there's people who love the sounds of running engines and wouldn't like turn that over for a electric vehicle.
Yeah.
So that would kind of be a problem that everyone would run into.
But like if every manufacturer for every business, Chevy, Toyota, all these, if they started just making electric cars, not even gas powered cars, in like what we have everywhere now, and they just started making those, wouldn't you think after a while people would be like,
I mean,
you need a car. So most people need a car. So if they just have electric cars on the lot and are only selling electric cars, those gas cars are gonna die off.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's the percentage between gas and electric vehicles right now is strongly on the gas. Like there's way more, and even if they started strictly producing electric ones, then it wouldn't even matter, because there's still all of that to counter that.
Exactly.
And there's the people aren't going to be running around buying brand new cars either. Yeah.
Now, if you were to, I know this is kind of like, this would start a war, I would think, if like a president or a new president comes in and like basically like removes every gas station in the country.
Oh yeah. Then
like, yeah, that would start
that's
something.
Basically forcing
people to get a electric car.
Yeah. But then all the people with the gas, the only way that would work is if they allowed every one of the gas vehicle to trade it in for an electric one after removing it. Because then millions of people wouldn't have a way of transportation.
They just have to mass produce the crap out of cars.
Yeah.
And then be like, all right, we'll take your cars. We'll take your cars. And we'll pay you.
Them all.
We'll pay you to turn your cars in. And you can pick any car on the lot.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people would take that offer if it went like that.
I would take that offer.
That wouldn't really. That's not likely.
I would take that 99 Camry and give it back. Yes, I drive a 99 Camry. But yeah, I think that's a huge topic, like how fossil fuels and
that's what's damaging our atmosphere, and that's what's causing all the pollution.
The science behind like the hairspray and stuff. Remember how that was such a big thing back in the, like, a couple 10 years ago maybe? How it blew a thing in the whatever, what was it called?
I don't know.
Did you see that?
No.
There was so much hairspray in the atmosphere that it like it put a hole in the ozone layer.
Huh.
Yeah. So it's like that. Like that stuff could ruin it. Well, that's kind of gone down now, but still.
Yeah, but there's also different types of pollution that's harming everything. There's light pollution, there's sound pollution, there's physical like pollution, like just like trash taking up space.
Look at all the factories.
Gas. Yeah.
We drive through those cities around where we live, and you just see the
smokestacks burning.
Smokestacks just blowing gray smoke everywhere, and it goes on for miles, and it's like, holy. Mm-hmm. It's like, how do you stop that?
Yeah.
Like how do you just go in and be like, all right guys, you're done?
That's
like you can't do that. Like
society wouldn't function without these factories.
And you can't do it though. Like you can't just go like, oh yeah, you're going electric too. You can't do that to a company who's making stuff, burning stuff to make stuff for.
Yeah, even like the human crematory places, they have smokestacks that let out all the gases from their furnaces into the air.
Yeah.
Most people's houses have one if they have a wood stove or whatever.
Yeah, but that's kind of different. Like, the wood stoves are different. Like, it's just shooting black smoke.
Yeah.
Or smoke in the air, and it's coming from burning wood. So that's a little different than
because it's a natural
shooting chemicals in the air.
Yeah. And methane.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, as long as I heard that we have like around 9 to 10 years before, like we have 9 to 10 years to stop all of the harmful stuff before it really makes the first like big impact on us for climate change and global warming. Yeah, as long as we're able to maintain all of that, I think we'll be able to what's it called? Species will be able to survive a long time.
Yeah.
Let's talk about like
it's kind of once you get into it, it's like easier, but like I feel like I don't know. I feel like if we, like you said, if we just figure out a way to help the world, because look at it, like there's days in Antarctica, there's days in like cold areas that are like getting weather that's like basically like melting it.
Yeah.
And it's like, holy. So it just goes to show you, like, people are like, oh no, like Antarctica's melting, but really, like, that's affecting our Earth's future. Like that's affecting our planet.
On that video, it showed the like projected date or year that Antarctica would be fully melted and when the oceans will be fully dried up.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy how like Antarctica can be like melted like completely.
That's when the sea levels are gonna rise. Oh yeah, the oceans are just gonna be bottomless canyons, like with no life in them. It's just
what would planet Earth look like? Like,
I know.
But okay, if sea levels are rising, if sea levels were to rise, where would the water come from?
From all the things, the glaciers melting. That's what it is coming from. That's what I was saying because you said Antarctica.
I was confused.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. How does that melt the oceans? But okay, that makes sense. But yeah, I think, I don't know, it's crazy. The video that we watched yesterday, we were just chilling and talking, and we're like
sitting there with our mouths wide open because we couldn't believe what is in front of us.
And it was a 30-minute video, and it got, the one thing that bothered me that whole video was they kept stopping at trillion. So like at the end of the video, it was like 9 trillion, 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 trillion. And I'm like, all right, there's more words after trillion. Yeah. So that was the only thing that bothered me.
And it went all the way out to the side of the screen of the border of the video.
Yeah. So that was the only thing that bothered me. But like, it was like, what, 15 minutes in, and we're already at like,
because it went
3 trillions at the bottom of the freaking thing.
It sped up every 5 seconds of the video.
Yeah.
So it was
and it was showing us like fireworks and stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Like the
when there's no more planets or galaxies, it's just blackness in the universe.
Crazy. But yeah, it's mind blowing.
Let's talk about like what the end of Earth will look like. Because we're still on the topic of Earth's future, so like what's gonna cause like the end?
I think an asteroid. That's my thought.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't really say it was an asteroid in the video, but I think
they just said it's most likely We're definitely going to get hit by they said we're definitely going to get hit by one close, if not bigger, the size of the one that already killed the dinosaurs. Like, there's no doubt about it.
I think that if humans... I think... Because you look at it, and meteors always come and hit Earth. Like,
yeah, well, they're always...
They're always, like, the size of freaking...
They're burning up before they can hit the ground because they're so small.
And if they do, they're, like, literally, like, not that big.
Yeah, and they're not a threat. If they do,
and they're not a threat. They, like, hit a car and it, like, sets the alarm off and people are like, oh, no, a meteor! Like, that's it. But, like, this is, like, big enough to where it can blow up the whole Earth.
Yeah, they're called planet killers.
Yeah.
They're like, they're bigger. They're like what, 1 to 2 kilometers big.
Yeah.
So they're massive. Like, they can just flatten a city.
Yeah.
That's what they said. And
if a meteor's a giant rock and it comes in, breaks through every layer of the atmosphere, and it's big enough to smush a city, how does it destroy the Earth?
So, well, they're coming...
Is it because of the rumble?
It's because of the impact. They're coming in at millions of miles an hour, and it's that big of an object. And, like, they compared it to have... An asteroid of that size would be, like, 200 trillion of the bombs dropped on Hiroshima detonated at once.
Yeah. So it's like... I'm just asking these questions because... I'm asking these questions because it's like... I don't know. I don't really understand it sometimes. But, like... So it's just the impact and the speed it's coming through the atmosphere and hitting the Earth.
Yeah. Like, even... Yeah, it's the size, the impact. But even... There's websites you can go on that, like, you can drop objects from space and have it hit Earth, and people have done, like, grains of sand moving at, like, the speed of light, and that destroys the planet. A single grain of sand moving at the speed of light hitting Earth, yeah.
No way.
Or, like, a needle, a little tiny needle hitting the Earth. If it's moving fast enough, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
But
I don't know. I think, honestly, my theory is that we are going to get hit by a huge asteroid.
Yeah, eventually in the future. There's also the gamma ray bursts, which are when 2 black holes...
combined?
No, it's when a black hole is born.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is. So it basically shoots out this giant ray of energy, and it's the most powerful energy source in all of the universe. And if it hits Earth, it just completely destroys the biosphere and just lets out the most radiation we've ever seen. But we've gotten hit by a few of them, but they're not... It's the reason why they haven't caused as much damage is because they're not... Like, they're so far away. If one happened super close to us and was directly lined up with us, then it would cause a problem. And do
you think it would go through the Earth?
Well, no, it doesn't. It's not like...
Or it, like, hits it and then just, like, surrounds it.
Yeah, that's what it does. And it only lasts a few seconds. But it causes that much damage in a few seconds. But it's like... It's literally just energy. So it would be like... I'll throw up a picture on the thing of what I'm trying to say. But it's like... It's just particles flying around the Earth, like, combining with it.
Yeah.
And... There's also...
Don't mind Brady's sisters in the background.
Yeah. They're predicting in 2025 we will get hit by another solar flare, which is from the sun's energy. So every 11 years, the sun's at like its max energy point, and it causes these solar storms and these heat flares. And when they reach Earth, it's just so much radiation that it destroys like the biosphere and all of that. And they're predicting that in 2025, that's the next maximum point for it because it's been 11 years, and it's
25?
gonna 2 years from now.
Boy.
So they're predicting that that's when it's going to be at its most active point, and it could be danger to Earth because of it. Because if one of them, like, if it hits us, then it's going to just completely destroy the section of the biosphere, the atmosphere that it hits, and it'll literally, they said it'll cause global blackouts and leave countries without power for years.
Holy.
So that's if we're not prepared for it, though. But if we're prepared for it, then, like, we'll be able to fix it. But it'll be like trillions of dollars if we're not prepared for it and to get hit by it, because it's gonna take all the energy away from cars. Electric cars won't be able to run. The electronics in normal cars won't be able to function.
Yeah.
Your phones will be fried. It's gonna blow up all the little transformers on, like, power lines and stuff. And all those energy sources, and it's gonna just be a complete disaster. But if we're prepared for it and we take the right actions, we can get through it. But it's gonna suck.
I just had a question, but I forgot it. Your dad said something yesterday. He texted you something yesterday.
Yeah.
I think you should read that. It's honestly mind blowing.
Yeah, so we'll get into the solar system and the galaxies now.
Yeah. It's mind blowing. There's so many, dude. There's so many galaxies.
I'll put up a picture of Pandora's cluster, which is that picture I showed you yesterday of all the galaxies that we can observe.
Yeah. It's mind blowing. Absolutely mind blowing. And we're watching it, and it was so cool. And like, we were thinking about, like, what happens on another galaxy. This is all in the same universe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what happens on all those, he'll show a picture, but all those galaxies, what happens if there's a place there just like us, inhabitable,
we'll get
that
to
has
the
people
to the alien stuff after, but I'm gonna read this stuff.
But his dad said something yesterday, and it just mind-blowing.
It's all about consciousness. So, all right, I'll quote him on this. He said, "We barely understand anything about the universe. We know almost nothing about black holes and dark matter makes up 90% of space. So we only understand about 5% of our universe if you really think about it. The Earth is billions of years old, and human history is only a tiny part of that. We are just fortunate enough to be conscious and aware that we exist, or that anything exists. We're all made up of stardust, and we're literal pieces of the universe experiencing itself. We can't, as humans, explain consciousness either. We only have theories about it." So that's what he was saying
crazy.
The other day.
That thought is just mind-blowing to me.
Yeah.
And, like, you're, like, every time I've met your dad, I've met him twice.
Mm-hmm.
He's always like that, and it's mind-blowing to me. Like, he always has a theory for something, and it's so cool. His theories are
They're
cool.
so detailed.
They're so detailed and put together, and it's crazy. I can't wait to see him again, but mind-blowing. And we can talk about this. Maybe we could have him as a guest one day.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be sick. But yeah, so we were talking about, like, galaxies and stuff, and, like, just how many there are in our universe.
Yeah,
and, like,
there's like 200 trillion galaxies, and our universe it doesn't stop expanding. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So new galaxies are being created. As far as we know, like, they could be happening right now. I don't know. But there's a lot more. So it's just crazy how small we are and how fortunate we are to be able to
experience this.
Yeah, because I when you really just sit there and think, like, how we came from nothing, like, how do we where did
just
nothing
happened from a
come
bang.
from? Yeah, where did nothing
Yeah.
come from?
And that's where the
It
Big
just,
Bang came
it doesn't
from.
I can't wrap my head around it. It's just so confusing.
Well, we were talking about it today in the car because I told my dad about it. And I was like talking to him, and he was like, I was like, I don't really understand how people know how our Earth
like how everything
stuff happened.
Yeah, how everything
and
before
how-
humans happened. Like, how do we know all of this happened?
Yeah, and he said, well, and he quoting him on this. He said, well, people have been doing science from the day it was made, and they've been doing science on our Earth forever and learning about this stuff and studying our Earth. So yeah, it's a theory of what might happen, and science, all that stuff we saw is just based on science and how they figured out how our Earth became, and they knew dinosaurs were on our planet because of
The bones.
science. The science found bones, and like people said that our planet started from the Big Bang because people found evidence to prove that an explosion happened, and then next thing you know, there's a planet and there's dinosaurs roaming the freaking Earth, So it's like he said, everything that they bring up, scientists bring up, they're trying to prove, and they have evidence to tell you that. So it's kind of cool how my dad said that they have everything is based on science, which it is. I totally agree with that.
Here's another one that my dad said. So he said, our brain is just telling us what it thinks everything looks like. Like, we're seeing the lights reflecting into our brain, and our brain is telling us what it thinks it looks like and what we think we hear.
Yeah.
But in reality, if you think about it, it couldn't be what we actually are seeing. It's just what our brain thinks.
Yeah.
That's another weird one.
Crazy. It's crazy. It's like,
oh,
there's one theory that I have is like, am I actually seeing you as you?
Yeah.
And are you seeing me as me?
Yeah.
Like,
or do we see each other completely different?
Like,
that's what I was just gonna go with. I have a thing about that.
I see myself in the mirror, and I see myself,
but how do other people see you?
When you look at me, do you see me as I see myself in the mirror? Like, that's crazy to think about.
So I was gonna say, what if everyone sees different colors? So like, what if your blue is my red, and that's what we're seeing, but we have no idea because we can't see through each other's eyes. Isn't that so? Because what if everyone has been seeing colors differently?
Yeah.
It's it's so confusing.
It's kind of going off topic, but it's kind of on the same like mind-blowing topic. Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, everyone has color, but like some people have like a lot of the men's population like in the world have some sort of color blindness, and like they see different colors. Like, a lot of it's like a big percentage, and like a lot of people do have like are colorblind.
Yeah, but what
like,
I'm
they
saying
just see
is
gray
like,
and stuff. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like, if someone's wearing a red shirt, that's red to you. But someone else is seeing it. Someone else is with you seeing it as red, but the red they're seeing is blue to you. So that's what I'm trying to say. We just see colors differently, but they have the same names.
Oh.
Yeah. We have no idea.
That's interesting.
We have no idea because we can't see through each other's eyes.
I thought you were talking about like how it like has a different tint or something.
Oh no, I meant like a completely different color. It's pretty weird.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that galaxy stuff is kind of hard to talk about because it's like
Because
there's so many,
and we'll never be able to explore another one.
exactly, and
But
like there's
our galaxy and Andromeda galaxy will collide eventually.
yeah, which is super cool. We saw that.
Milkdromeda.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna be called.
But there's so many, and what's crazy to me is like, do you think that astronauts, yeah, they're so far away from each other, and they look like they're right on top of each other from when the picture?
But you gotta think that's how zoomed in that is and how long like that picture took to get.
Yeah. So like it's mind blowing that like if you think about it, like
it's basically
how
we're
far
just in an infinite dark space.
Yeah. How far
Again,
from
I'm gonna pull
our
up a picture.
galaxies? Yeah, all we talk about, we'll pull up pictures with. How far is the Milky Way, our galaxy,
from another galaxy?
to another galaxy? Like, how many light years away?
Oh yeah, that's
Like-
another thing. Our time and space is completely different. It's in light years
Yeah.
or distance.
What's crazy about it is like astronauts come back and they've aged more.
Yeah, I was just, dude. Dude, we always think of the same damn things.
We do.
We do.
We've been friends for way too long.
Oh, last night we thought of like 3 things in a row.
Yeah.
And we were just about to say, but I was gonna say like I saw this video. It was a short, and it was about how time traveling is possible. So if Elon Musk made a rocket that could travel at the speed of light, and they like flew in one direction for like a certain amount of months and then came back, they would be the same, but everyone on Earth would be like, it could be hundreds of years since they've left, yeah, on Earth.
This is crazy, bro.
And then there's also a way to see into the past. So if
You just go backwards?
no. So if an alien life source had a giant mirror pointed at Earth, and they're like this X amount of light years away, they could see right now what Earth looked like when the dinosaurs were still here.
What?
Yeah, because of how far away we are. Like, that's what we're seeing in the sky every night. We're not seeing everything as it is right now. We're seeing everything as it was years and years, like millions of years ago. Like, the sun's light takes 8 minutes to travel to Earth. So if the sun exploded, we wouldn't know for 8 minutes.
Holy.
That's
just, it's mind blowing, bro.
I know.
It's crazy how
We're seeing everything in the sky in the past. Basically.
Now since
that's why
our
they say
astronauts
all
are
the stars in the sky are dead.
Yeah.
So they are. It's just not. We're just never gonna see them actually die because of how space-time works.
So now, since we're trying to get to Mars, and see if Mars is able to be inhabitable, and we can, create a ecosystem on Mars, which is mind blowing to me. Which we'll see if it happens.
That video said we'd be on Mars in 2040.
Yeah, which is
that's crazy. That's what, less than 20 years from now.
Yeah, we'll still be alive.
I know.
Compared to most of that video.
Yeah, that was probably like what, 6 seconds in.
It's 6 seconds in.
2 minutes into the video, we were millions of years later.
Yeah, we were literally millions of years into
and the video's 30 minutes long.
Into the future, and it was a 30-minute video.
When no one's alive.
And so,
Earth is just
now
a ball of fire.
Would Mars, if it was inhabitable, would Mars have a different time?
Yeah.
Than Earth?
It definitely would. The days would be a different time or different lengths, and like there's no like wind on Mars. There's no like rain.
It's crazy.
I know.
The other thing that I thought was crazy was the days hours, like how it could change from 20,
how Earths will eventually turn to like 40 hour days instead of
40 hour days, dude.
Yeah.
You would work your 8-hour day or whatever you work. It would be nice for a police officer because you work like 12 hours maybe.
Yeah, you'd work 8 hours of your work and then you'd still have 12 hours of daytime left.
Yeah, and then the like, it's crazy. 48 hours our days could become.
Mm-hmm. That's like, a span of 2 days normally.
That's 2 days in one day.
Yeah.
I thought that was crazy, like how it could change from 24 hours to...
But we're not even... Nothing's going to be alive when that happens, but it's still crazy.
Yeah.
It's because the sun is going to be so big. That's when the sun's going to start to expand, and like when it's close to dying.
I wish I could see planets like super close up. Like,
well, let's invest in a microscope or a nice camera. You could,
like, you know how like I was playing that game and you were watching me.
Yeah,
and,
like that.
You were like turn around, and I was like, you told me to turn around, and you just saw Saturn like sitting there, like right there. I was like, dude, imagine if like we came outside one day and like you could see like Saturn and like
I've seen videos on that
like
too of them. They replaced the it was either the moon or the sun with different planets, and when they did like Saturn and Jupiter, the two biggest planets, it literally takes up the entire sky. But like it's so weird because when you put Jupiter like where our sun is, it'll appear as if Jupiter's right on top of us, but in reality it's the distance of the sun. But you can fit hundreds of Earths inside of Jupiter. That's how big Jupiter is.
Yeah. Also, Mars has moons, correct?
Yeah, I think.
Mars has multiple moons. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because in that video, one of them was eclipsing over the sun.
Yeah.
It was called, like, Antronopolis or something. I don't know any of the terms.
Huge science term.
We'll correct all of our mistakes over the video section of the podcast.
Yeah, but like Mars has moons, like that's like such a big thing because we have one moon, one sun, correct? Mm-hmm. And then some planets have like
tons of moons that orbit them.
Yeah, tons of moons.
I forget what one planet has like 4 or 6 or something.
Yeah, I thought Mars had more than I don't
know.
One.
But
yeah.
Back on the topic of other galaxies, and this is going to kind of transition into like alien life.
Yeah.
All these other galaxies are known to be exactly like ours. So they all have a solar system with their own unique planets, just like ours. And these are just galaxies we're talking about. We're not even zoomed out to other universes yet, because our universe is just
if there is other universes,
how big it is. Yeah, if there even is any. But I don't know what my opinion is on other intelligent life out there. It makes sense.
I think they're hiding something.
Yeah, it makes sense that there would be it, because there's no way that we're the only thing to evolve like that.
There's no way.
Because the universe is billions of years old. Why us? Why were we the only ones? How would we be the only ones? and the universe is never expanding. There's millions of stars. There's millions of galaxies. Yeah. So
there's no way we're the only ones
where life has to have evolved.
What happens if like one of those galaxies has like every galaxy has one planet, like what I said at the beginning, that has a planet that's inhabitable, but it's not like humans? What happens if every galaxy had like a different type of human?
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Like
again,
aliens,
we'll never know until we're visited by it.
Exactly, like aliens on one, like weird looking creatures on another, like I don't know.
Oh, you know what I saw? I'm gonna put a picture up of this too. This is about like evolution and kind of Earth's future. In like, what'd they say? Like, I don't even know. Yeah, it was like 2000 or the year 3000. I think humans will be hunchbacks with like super long claws, and our hands will be like stuck in a position because of texting.
What?
And we'll have 2 sets of eyelids.
What?
Yeah, I saw that. That's what scientists projected humans to be like in 1,000 years.
And like my dad said, that's all them doing science to prove that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm it's honestly mind-blowing.
So let's talk about
Like-
alien life now, because we were just on the topic of other galaxies and all that, and then we can move
Area
into, like,
Area
bigger
51, which is huge topic on alien life. Now, I think my dad had a buddy who worked on Area 51.
My dad's been there.
And he never disclosed anything. He would never disclose anything. My dad was like, "Is it true there's alien life in Area 51, blah, 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 blah." He would not disclose anything. He said, "I don't know, to be honest with you." Every time.
See,
Now, I feel like some people, yes, go there because they're military. Yes, I could see, like, they're just going there to
that's what I
do their
think
job.
it is. It's all just part of the government. It's all military. There's no extraterrestrial life there. That was just put on by regular people wanting to believe in this stuff, because my dad's been there. I've asked my dad a bunch of times. You know, he believes that there's other life because of what I just said, of how many other galaxies there are and all that. But he's seen just about everything. I think he's told me just about everything he's seen. Like, he's seen a ton of things in the sky that he can't explain. That's what all these people see, and they are claimed as UFOs because no one knows what they are.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. Honestly,
Excuse me.
like you said earlier, there has to be something. There has to be a galaxy around here that they are more what's the word I'm using? I'm trying to find more
Intelligent
more above us.
Yeah, that's what people
they
are saying
have
too about, like, if aliens were to visit us, it would be they would be so much like ahead of us with technology. Like, we wouldn't even be able to know like what technology they have, because it would be so far ahead of us.
Yeah. So like that's crazy, because like we were going back to like the time and stuff. Like, every galaxy must have a different time. Like, they might have like 90 hours instead of 24 hours, you know.
Or they could never have a night at all, or never have a day at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
so
some wouldn't have a light source.
I feel like there's stuff out there that we don't know about. There's a lot of videos out there that are like, see things in the sky.
Yeah.
I believe them. There's some things that people are shown that are like people seeing aliens. I don't believe those, but I do believe in the things in the sky and like the UFOs and stuff that they see. I believe in those.
Yeah, because we don't know anything about it yet.
Yeah, Area 51. I don't know what I believe about it. People are like, remember that big Area 51? The Area 51
the
raid, dude?
Yeah.
And they just sat out there for hours and hours and hours and did absolutely nothing. And like, I believe that there's something in there that they don't want us knowing about.
Mm-hmm.
First, that's the one thing. Either that may be aliens, that may be something like stuff that is government based that they're hiding from their people. That could be anything that is classified.
Uh-huh.
Or it's just a normal U.S. military base, and they don't want people on it.
There's so many theories.
A lot of military bases you can go on.
Yeah.
Like, you can go on the base. But this is the one out of many. There's still a lot that you can't go on. But, like, I believe they're hiding something on that base. Who knows what it is? I believe there might be something there. I honestly don't know what I believe. That could be on there. But, like, there's something they're hiding there, and I don't know what it is.
There's so many theories about, like, that the mountains surrounding Area 51 or in Area 51 are all hollowed out, because there's videos of, like, trucks just disappearing into the mountains, like, going into nothing.
I saw that, yeah.
There's also cases of people going missing.
Mm-hmm.
I saw one on, I don't know if it was on Mr. Nightmare or another one of those, like, story channels, but it was all over the news too, so it wasn't like a made up one, because they showed, like, the videos of the guy and stuff. But basically, this guy was around Area 51. He wasn't in it, but he was around it, and he found a cave, so he was documenting on his YouTube channel. He has a YouTube channel. I believe it's still up. He was documenting, like, he was looking for this specific shaped cave or something, and he located it and went into it, and he was never heard from again. And the cave is and people have found where he was looking for, and it's now sealed off, and there's what word am I looking for? There's remnants and traces that there was U.S. government there. So it was covered up by U.S. government. And they're thinking that they took this guy and killed him because of what he found in there.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I've also seen a lot of that. Like, did you send me a video of them, like, having a truck with a giant UFO on their back?
No, but I've seen that.
I don't think it's real. I think it's just,
I know. That can, like, literally be from anything. Could be for a movie. It could be for a big prop somewhere. It could be anything.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know. It's crazy to think about. Like, but I believe there's other life. It's not just us. There can't be, bro.
I know.
If there is, wow, but there can't be. Now, if there is, will they come and help us save Earth?
Yeah.
That's the other question. Because Earth doesn't seem like it's going to last very long from, the looks of it.
Yeah.
Because they said, what was it? It was like 300 something. Earth
300 million years.
Yeah, 300 million years there. Yeah, the Earth would, I think it was million, would be gone. And, like, crazy. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Everything's just slowly getting sucked into a black hole, though.
Yeah. Now, this is the topic that I asked yesterday. Is there more universes?
It's very plausible. It's very plausible. We'll never know. We'll never know the answer. We'll never have the technology to expand out of the universe because it just keeps rapidly expanding. We'll never be able to answer that question. But
is there other universes? And are we just a planet? Is our universe just a planet in another universe?
Yeah. That's another big one. Like, what if we're just a small part of something big that's hiding from all of us, and we'll never be able to break.
We're just in a snow globe.
Yeah.
Like, we're a snow globe inside a snow globe inside an even bigger snow globe.
It's so confusing. The video literally just kept zooming and zooming and zooming out. Like, it just it just showed how incredibly small we are.
Like, I don't know, bro. I was talking to my dad earlier, and I was like, Dad, what happens if our universe is just a planet of another universe? And, like, our universe is just built with a bunch of other universes that are planets, and it just keeps expanding while the other universes are expanding. And outside that universe is just something even bigger, carrying all these tiny universes, and they're not tiny, actually. I shouldn't say tiny. But
dude, it's so hard to, like, when I just sit here and think about, like,
my brain is heavy again.
I know. but when I just sit here and think about, like what are we? Like, the only reason we know we're alive is because of our consciousness.
We are just a tiny speck.
Yeah.
We are just a tiny speck on a small planet.
I can't even explain it to you, like, what I think of. Like, I sit here and I'm like, okay, so we
He's
came
pondering
from
life.
We came from this, but what did this come from? Like, we came from nothing, from the Big Bang. Like, what? How does all this happen? Like, what if we didn't exist? Well, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know.
And like, the big thing we talked about yesterday is what happens if the Earth dies. Like, when we die, what happens? Like, do we just go to a different galaxy? Do we go to a different universe? Like, or we just...
Do we float around?
we just... I don't know, bro. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm that type of guy. I have my thoughts and my theories and my beliefs, and other people do too. So if we give our beliefs, make sure that I understand Brady's beliefs, I understand my beliefs, I will understand every other one's beliefs if we still don't agree with it. But I believe that when you die or whatever, you do come back. But if the Earth is gone, this universe is gone, it's just a black, cold universe with nothing in it, just dark and black.
Black holes eating everything, searching for anything.
Where do you go?
Yeah.
That's the thought I have, is like, where do you go? Do you go to another universe? Do you go to another universe with, like, a galaxy inside another universe? Like, where do you go? And, like...
And how?
Yeah,
dude, I can't, man. It's just so... It's so uncomprehendable.
We have a lot to talk about, and there's a lot to talk about. So, most likely we'll have another episode, another podcast, kind of continuing this talk.
Yeah. We'll definitely come back to it.
We'll 100% come back to it, because we could talk about this for weeks. Probably, if we had a podcast every day and we had to talk about this, we'd probably talk about it for a week.
Anyone could, because we just know so little about what's outside our planet.
Exactly.
We haven't even... We don't even know our planet fully. We've only discovered what 3% of the oceans, 5% of all life.
It's 5% of the ocean, 7% of all life.
Yeah, we don't even know our own planet. Like it's just crazy. And we're only here for so long. Humans don't live enough to all
right, screw it.
Come across this stuff.
I'm gonna say YOLO and start inventing a submarine that can reach the bottom of the ocean. But yeah, so we're not gonna wrap it up quite yet. We'll talk for a little bit longer because it's our second podcast and we still have a lot to talk about. But just a quick reminder, we are going to do podcasts daily. If we have a couple days that we're free, we possibly could do two a week. It just depends on the week, but we're gonna post a podcast every Saturday. We're currently recording this on Friday. It depends. We might post it on tonight, but
yeah, I'll try and get it out tonight. I should be able to.
But we have to do a lot of editing, all that. So all our podcasts are going to be recorded Friday. Friday or Saturday they will be posted. Just a quick reminder, make sure you subscribe, turn the notification bell on, comment anything you want us to talk about. That could be ghosts, anything we talked about in the first episode. Go check our other two videos out. We have podcast 1, the beginning. That's our beginning, talking about how we met, why we got into it, all that. And then our first video we posted on this YouTube channel is our IBH Productions, our
Haunt Tour, which is our I'm blanking on the name of it. Sacrifice.
The Sacrifice. It's a little haunted house we built. It's a home haunt. We built super cool. It's our first ever haunted house we have ever built. We've been doing it for a while, and so a lot of our stuff is gonna be conspiracy theories, haunts, horror, like anything you name of, scary themed. We're gonna be talking about it. But yeah, so if you guys want to check out those videos, greatly appreciated. Drop a like, all that. Comment. This podcast is going to be awesome. We're hoping to spread it out to Spotify and other platforms, but for right now it's going to be on YouTube, and every Friday we'll be posting a video. Friday, Saturday, depending on the day we edit it. So just wanted to get that out there before we end the stream. So, but yeah, going back to what we were saying.
Yeah. So
I've totally forgot what we were saying. I kind of just threw our trains.
That's basically a wrap on our theories of the future of our universe and stuff. But we'll definitely continue on it. We'll come back to it. We'll tap back in and see if we have any changes of thoughts. And
there's tons of theories that we have. We could go on for days. Like you could tell,
like you said,
throughout the video, that me and Brady think a lot alike. Just thinking about the same thing. So we have those moments where we like our brains connect at the same time, and then we say something and we're like, I was just thinking about that too. We have a lot of those moments, which is great because we have a lot of theories and thoughts, such as the age, like how people age in the earth, in space and stuff.
Yeah, outside of
Earth. And like how time traveling and stuff. And that's a topic that I would like to hit on is time traveling. Like
I've seen a lot. Yeah, there's a ton of apparent time travelers who have been to the future, been to the past. Apparently, I guess I don't know. That stuff doesn't make sense either.
There's a lot of people on TikTok who are like, I'm a time traveler and I can guess the scores of sporting events, and it's like,
if we exist, anything's possible. I guess.
Exactly. Because, like he said at the beginning, if we didn't exist, we came from nothing.
Yeah.
Quite literally, we came from nothing.
And there's a quote by Elon Musk, too. If our consciousness developed 10% slower, nothing would exist. None of this would happen.
And that's quoted by Elon Musk, too.
Yeah. But because of that, of the rate that we were developed, we're here.
Yeah. And so we'll have many thoughts, theories of this. This is just the beginning of our astronomy thing. We were going to talk about another one, but we kind of got sidetracked yesterday when we were watching it.
We'll come up with another topic. You guys gotta leave your suggestions of what you want to hear next in the comments. We'll take a look. We'll decide. Yeah. If not, we'll come up with our own. But every comment is appreciated and welcome.
Yeah, exactly. And make sure you share it too. We're just starting up, brand new. Well, we not really brand new, but more brand new to the podcasting social side of things. Yeah. With Instagram, Snapchat, not Snapchat. Why am I saying Snapchat? Instagram, Twitter.
Because we used to
TikTok.
We used to never do any like social stuff, and we would just do these haunted houses, and no one would show up, and wonder why. And then the first year we actually build something nice and start posting everywhere, we get a ton of visitors.
Yeah, a ton of visitors. So share the podcast, like, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell,
give us your feedback.
Exactly. And everything's greatly appreciated here. And we're hoping to have some guests on the podcast pretty soon.
We'll give their theories. Something.
Yeah, give their theories on things. Us. Even though we are very entertaining. Mm-hmm. Maybe.
We're good entertainers. We run a haunted house.
Yeah,
we're good at it.
Yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys for coming to our second podcast. It's crazy how we're already on our second one. Yeah. I know it's only the second one, but still. Every Friday, either
we're gonna try and pump one out.
Friday, posted either Friday night or Saturday morning, or it's gonna be either those 2 days. But everything's gonna be recorded Friday. But yeah, basically that's it. And then we might have a week or so that we might pump out two videos and 2 podcasts
and we got some. What do you mean? Haunt season is in. We're closing in on 4 months now, and we're gonna start pumping out that haunted house content, which is what our channel is based off of. So
yeah, we have
stay tuned for all of that.
6 months till 6 months.
Okay.
April, May, June, July, August, September.
Yeah.
So 6 months until this haunted house stuff begins. It's gonna be a crazy September.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We'll make the announcement of the theme beforehand.
Yep. Brady is going to college next year.
Yeah.
I'm already in college, so we'll have a little bit more time on our hands because high school is a freaking disaster.
It's a pain.
So we have to do this, we have to organize the times for him because he's still in high school. And so, yeah, we will start posting stuff by mid-August, maybe
around
mid-August, beginning August,
maybe even in the summer.
Yeah, and our Instagram will be popping.
Yeah. So make sure you guys check that out. That's where you can also contact us.
Yep.
You can also contact us through the website too. There's an email section.
Yeah, DM us. Our website everything will be linked in the description. But yeah,
that's a wrap.
Planning probably 2 months before September. We'll probably give out the theme, a little sneak peeks.
Oh yeah,
a little posts.
A little post here and there.
Yeah, so it's gonna be. We're 6 months away till the build time, and we're excited to get started. I'm really excited to get started. So thank you for coming to this podcast. It's our second one. We're excited to continue doing more. Make sure you do those things that we said.
Leave us feedback, like, comment, subscribe.
Yep. Turn the notification bell on, and we'll catch you in the next podcast. See you guys.
Peace out, everyone.